Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining the Stock Martin channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. I have a very informative video for you today. We are going to be examining the Lucid Motors stock and talk about all the downsides, all the big negative red flag potentials on this stock. Now, I did want to preface this that I will be reviewing this article that looks at all the troubling things about the EV stock, the LCID Lucid Motors stock. But I did want to preface this is I am very bullish on this stock, and I do think that it will have a great future ahead. But we will be talking about this. Before we do, if you can please give me that thumbs up, the like button, I'd greatly appreciate it so we can share this video with others. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, the little notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. And I did also want to mention for all you out there that are commenting down below, I really appreciate all your comments and I try to respond to these as much as I can. However, I did see somebody that is pretending to be me, pretending to be Stock Martin. They are using my logo and they are commenting in there to notify them or use WhatsApp. I do want to let you know that I don't do any kind of WhatsApp or any kind of advertisings out there. So please do not respond to these. If you can, just report that user. I'd greatly appreciate that. And if anybody out there is trying to solicit anything, pretending to be me, please don't fall for it. Because I won't do that to you. This is free information to you, and I want you to have the best information possible so that you can make your own decisions when purchasing stocks and doing your own finances. So I won't reach out to you and ask for anything. I just ask that you please hit that like and subscribe button. And but let's get down into this video, and I think you're going to get a lot out of this. So according to this article from Investing, this article is titled Lucid Motors, an overly troubled EV stock. It was just recently published. Now this article does dive deep into all the troubled parts of Lucid Motors stock, and we'll go by each one of them one at a time. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is this PIPE lockup provisions. They did expire, and they did expire on September 1st. As you did see that this stock in the pre-market hours did drop by 19% because these PIPE investors such as BlackRock, Fidelity, and others that were invested in Lucid Motors at the very early stages, they did purchase the stock at $15 a share, and it looks like that they did take profits when the stock was close to $20. Just in the pre-market hours, it did drop 19%. And right when the market opened on September 1st at 9:30 in the morning, this stock did rebound quite nicely, and it did gain some of that 19% loss, and it was overall down by about 9% for that trading day. Now, this is a little bit of news out there. Will there be other lockout periods out there? And this article definitely does talk about that. Now, there are other investors out there that will have a lockup expiring. The first one will be 6 months, so about 5 months from now. This is from the time that CCIV and LCID merged. So these time frames are from July 26th. So from July 26th, in 6 months, there will be the first next lockup that could potentially have another sell-off. And also 18 months down the road, there will be the last and third expiratory lockup. According to this article, these complications haven't helped the stock at all because we did see what happened on September 1st. According to this article, the infrastructure bill will not benefit Lucid. As you know, the US government is working on an infrastructure bill that is supposed to help electric vehicle companies and to build the EV charging infrastructure around the United States. Now, we have seen great benefit from this in other countries, specifically China and Europe, where they're giving huge incentives to electric vehicle companies out there so that people and customers can buy these vehicles at a reduced price and get tax incentives by doing this. So the United States is a little bit behind on this, but they are starting to work on this. According to the infrastructure bill, according to this article, that this infrastructure bill will not benefit Lucid. Now let's take a look at why. So the reason why, according to this article, is that because the government is currently giving a $7,500 tax credit for the first 200 1,000 units of that manufacturer processed. So according to this article, this tax credit will not be given or will not be able to be used by Lucid Motors just because that they don't have the vehicles out there, and it will only benefit companies that are already purchasing these vehicles. So just as this article mentions, that only large manufacturers like Tesla, General Motors have reached this mark. And they didn't mention in this article Ford, because Ford does have that Mach-E, the electric SUV as well. So according to this article, analysts that have new EV startups would have a more favorable tax credit system. However, things aren't ending up as expected. Now, it looks like just recently the Senate has removed this provision of the 200,000 mark of these vehicles. And so it might benefit other bigger manufacturers. But according to this article, it won't necessarily help new startups like Lucid, because this allows other producers that make a lot of vehicles like Tesla to get these available credits under their unlimited number of EVs that they can sell. Now, in addition to this, it looks like that there is a limit on the vehicle price that you can get this tax credit on. So according to this article, the infrastructure bill says that EVs base price under $40,000 will be eligible to receive the tax credit. So this is a big thing that Lucid Motors will not be able to use this tax credit because, as you know, the vehicles are $70,000 and more. This year, in the year 2021, Lucid Motors will only be producing the Lucid Air Dream, which does cost $169,000. So it will not qualify for this infrastructure bill and this credit. However, I do have to preface this that this tax bill has not come through yet. It is still in the works, so we do not know the exact bottom line and what will be voted on. Well, hopefully the lawmakers out there will make tax credits for these electric vehicle companies, including Lucid and all the other ones out there, to give some tax credits to get these vehicles pushed out there. Now, lastly, I did want to look at this stock of LCID Lucid Motors. It did end the day at $19.56. Today is Monday, a federal holiday, so happy Labor Day to everybody out there, but there will be no trading today. But this stock did end up at, on Friday, the last trading day, at $19.56. It was up 4.8%. In that day. It did start as low as $18.80, and it did go back all the way touching almost that $20 mark. Now, in the past 5 days, this is what I was talking about whenever we had the pre-market trading from the PIPE investors. Once that lockup ended and it expired, you had this huge sell-off. So the stock was sold from about $20 and it dipped down all the way 19%, as I have mentioned. It did drop 19% all the way down to $16.15 according to this graph. Now, whenever we did open the market on September 1st, you had a lot of buyers that just popped this stock right back up. We did move that 10% up, as I have mentioned, and we have continually grown very nicely through that past week. Now, we are still down 6.1% in the past week, so it's still, in my opinion, a good chance to get into this stock and a good price. Remember, if you can get this stock under $20, I think you're getting a very, very good deal, in my opinion. But if you can get these little dips, as we've seen, this is a very good chance for this stock. And let me tell you and show you what I'm talking about. In the past 6 months, when we look at LCID, stock. Now, LCID did become trading as LCID on July 23rd on this date, where it bumped up all the way up to $26.83. Before that, it was CCIV, Churchill Capital. Now, since the merger date, we have been on a very downward trend. We did go as low as 34% down since the merger date. So this stock has really been hammered quite a bit down. But I do believe that this is a very nice entry point, in my opinion, because in the past history of this, any time that this stock went below $20, it just popped right back up. Just an example to give you, on May 13th, which was the lowest trading in the past 6 months, This stock was down at $17.25 on May 13th, but look what happened afterwards. You had this huge pop of 54%, a huge increase in this stock. And I definitely think that anytime you get this stock under $20, you're getting a very, very good deal, again, in my opinion. But I do think that we have tested the bottom of this stock, and I think that the sky's the limit right now. Now, if you do look back, I did want to talk about some resistance that we've had. So resistance is pretty much the top line where we can't go past that. So anytime we hit that $30 mark, we did have a lot of sellers in this stock. So if you look on July 30th, we did test $28. And again, on July 26th, we did test close to $27. So the resistance, let's go back in the past month. So in the past month, our resistance has been about that $24.50 mark. So we are, in my opinion, on the way up. And especially we will have a lot of nice positive catalysts coming up this month. Well, now that we have talked about the Lucid Motors stock and the potential downward pressure on this stock, I do think that Lucid Motors CCIV has a very nice future ahead of itself. Now, I do look at these pressures and this downward movement on this stock as buying opportunities, but please do your own due diligence before purchasing this or any other stock. But there are definitely going to be bumps in the road as this is a new EV startup company. We have seen that most recently the PIPE investor, the lockup just ended and it's expired. So we did have a lot of downward pressure with those sellers. So these are good buying opportunities, again, in my opinion. We also do have that chip shortage that's putting a lot of pressure, not just on Lucid Motors, but all the automakers out there, specifically the electric vehicle companies out there. You see this all across the board from Tesla, even to other makers in China, NIO, XPeng, Li Auto. So you're seeing this worldwide. It's a worldwide chip shortage, and it will be fixed soon. I do believe that in the next year, potentially year and a half, we will have a correction, and we will fix all these chip shortages. So in my opinion, the downward side on Lucid Motors stock, there is still that downward potential. I'm not saying that it's going to be green from here on out. There's still going to be some dips and downs in the road, but the biggest potential is the upward potential. I do believe that Lucid Motors stock has a bigger potential to go up from here than the chance of going down. So I do think that this is a good buy in my opinion. And I do think that once we start getting those deliveries out there, and September 27th, once Lucid Motors opens up the factories, you will have a lot of good news out there because the media, the investors, the politicians, and all the automakers will have a chance to see this vehicle being produced. And I think it's going to have glowing remarks. But I hope you like this video. Please give me that thumbs up, the like button if you have. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. And thank you so much again for watching this video. I appreciate all your support. And remember, do not answer those WhatsApp. I will never solicit information from you or reach out to you in that way. So, but please, if you can, share this video with your friends, your coworkers, your family, that next door neighbor. I greatly appreciate it. And also, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Thank you. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.